resort here. We got a restaurant, trampoline park, way back in the hills there, our zip lining and high rope challenge course. Got the river here. They do some kayaking stunts and they trained for the Olympics here, I think back in 2013. Down past the footbridge is a class 4 rapid. We've got the NOC outfitter here. Lots of chairs you can see here. They watch with all the kayaks. Most of the time there's kayakers out here messing around, as well as sitting at the restaurant over there. Pretty nice. Here's Anna. She survived. We got another restaurant over here. Back down here is where we finished with our whitewater rafting. There's a class 3 rapid just around the bend there. That's the Adventure Center here where you can kayak, whitewater raft, plenty of seats there. They got a bunch of other things, zip lining, mountain biking trails. You can get your own boats, you can do guided tours. Up in the hills there is where the AT comes down, and this bridge is actually part of the Appalachian Trail. Our cabins, they have bunkhouses are up in the hills there too, but the AT goes up in that direction and comes over this bridge here and comes down behind the general store there. You can see the general store, hiking supplies there as well. There's some other training school back behind the mountain there on the right for mountain rescuing, EMT. Yep, at AT we came down from Friday up from those hills here, and then there's Nanny again, and then yesterday we went in the opposite direction and we ended and came back here, so we covered 2 separate sessions. There's trampoline park, you can see some guys going in to do some fly fishing, that's big in the area. There's a whole lot to do here, guys. If you like the outdoors, this is the place to be. We're waiting for the NOC for the outfitter there to open so we can get these girls some t-shirts to celebrate their accomplishments this weekend. But again, this was a 2013 Olympic training course or something along that line. They had some kind of championship for kayaking. Pretty cool to watch them. That water's cold. We're out. Okay guys, look at here. We're gonna cheat a little bit. We're yellow blazing now. We're in the Great Smoky Mountains traveling by car rather than by foot. Yellow blaze means we are following the yellow stripes on the road. Like in a passing zone rather than the white blazes on the trail, but look at this. We'll be here in a few weeks on the Appalachian Trail, coming through Newfound Gap. This here is just outside of Cherokee, I guess. See you on the trail.
I just want to add a little story time to our bonus content. So on our 13-mile day, which was April 6th, we had a little encounter with a wild boar. So we had taken a break at a little campsite area. It was just me and Aaron and Gina, and we were just hanging out, and all of a sudden we hear what I thought was footsteps coming down the trail, and I thought, oh, it must be Kayla and Jennifer because they were behind us. So then I was like, no, that's coming in way too fast to be Kayla and Jennifer. So I look and I see something big and black running really fast towards us. And I was like, oh my goodness, it's a bear, it's a bear, what do we do? So it wasn't a bear, it was a wild boar running down. It looks like a bear because those things are humongous. So I was like, oh my goodness, what do we do? Because I'd heard that you get 6 feet up in a tree when you see a wild boar. but there were no places where you could get up 6 feet in a wild tree, in a tree, because we saw the wild boar. So I didn't really know what to do. So thankfully, there was a huge downhill right off the trail, and it just kept running. I don't think it might not have even, if it seen us, it didn't even acknowledge us. It was just down the hill, running pretty fast. So that was our wild boar encounter, and my dad was really jealous that he didn't see it, and I'm really glad that we didn't get attacked, and I now have a greatest fear of wild boars. So that's my wild boar story.
Hey guys, so I just wanted to take a little bit of time to tell y'all about the whitewater rafting that we did at the NOC. So when we first got there, we had to sign some waivers, which took about 5 minutes, and then they took you and you had to get into these wetsuits, like with your clothes under, because like these keep you warm, because like the water's like 50 degrees. So when we did these things, they were not flattering. They did not look good at all. And then you put on these like booties, like shoes, these booties, and they were like waterproof supposedly. They weren't waterproof in the end. And then you have to go back and you have to get this thing called a splash guard, which is supposed to keep like your top dry, and it's optional. You don't have to take it, but I did, and it kept my top pretty dry. And it's kind of like a raincoat, but like in like a sweatshirt form almost, but like thin. And then you got your life vests and stuff, and then you got your paddles, and then you had to watch an instructing video that tell you what to do if like someone fell out of the raft and stuff. And then we took like a 15-minute bus ride down to the beginning of the river. And then we got out, we unloaded the rafts on the bus. And I was in a boat with our tour guide, whose name was Hank. He was really nice. And then it was me, Nicholas, Gina, and Eric. And the other boat was Aaron, Jennifer, Anna, and Kayla. And then there was another boat full of people we didn't know. There were 2 through hikers on that boat. And then we went through class 2 rapids, class 3 rapids, and almost class 4 rapid at the end. And no one fell out of the boat, thankfully. But I would definitely recommend going whitewater rafting at the NOC. Bye, guys.